Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video, where today we'll be touring a barn I made in Minecraft, a horse barn if you will, an equestrian facility. It's not a huge one, but it's nice. I like it. I think you guys will like it. Also, haven't made a video in a while. And the reason is because my boyfriend is actually having brain surgery. It's been this whole stressful thing. You know, a lot of personal stuff been going on, let's just say that. But, yeah, we'll be touring this facility. It's called Crusade Stables. It's a very nice barn, very simple, not a huge barn, but I really like how it turned out. So I figured I'd give you a little tour and maybe put it on my Ko-Fi for you guys to download. Usually anything I put on my Ko-Fi is free as well, but, you know, donations help, especially right now with all this personal stuff going on. But again, you don't have to. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling, you know, let's get on with this tour, shall we? Alright, so, you know, you're walking in. You zoom in. So when you first walk in, there's this nice little open area with some trees, some grass, but of course we always gotta start with the main barn, of course. Let me give you a little look-see. So I went for more of this barn came from a lot of inspiration from like England style barns, like UK, London, I think. I don't know. Because whenever I watch, like, barn videos or, like, yard videos, I'm not sure exactly what you call them in there, but, or just, like, if I look up inspiration, a lot of it seems to be like this, where there's, like, an area and then the barn and then maybe, like, pastures in the back. I don't know. It just seemed like something that looked nice. But when we walk in, we have seen some nice doors. You can keep them open or closed. Just a nice little, like, kind of get ready area, I guess. It's fenced. Here we have the, like, grooming areas. So, you know, let's say you grab, all the horses are outside, by the way. You grab a horse and you kind of bring them around, and then you can either tie them up this way, or you can hitch them like this, or you can hitch them like this. There's a lot of different ways. You can hitch them anywhere on this thing. And then we just got some pull wraps and a tack box, which you can actually put stuff in, which is pretty cool. Same on this side, just different colors. And we also have some little mats, you know, keep their hooves nice and cozy. Not cozy, comfortable. We'll just go in a stall here. So the stalls are a decent size. They have windows all the way around and also like little peek holes and windows to see their neighbor. And then we have mats and a hay net, lights that you can actually like turn off, watering, which are empty but they're outside, and then the feeders, and then shavings that kind of slowly go up in the back. I feel like also I love this way of putting shavings down. In like the US, they don't do this as much. I feel like in Europe, especially in the UK, they definitely do this more. I feel like where it's like pushed back against the wall and it's very tidy. I don't know. Could just be me. And then we just went for like these kind of, you know, things where you can stick their head out and you can see the little hoovies, you know, when they're sticking their feet out or whatever. There's, how many stalls are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, wait, 4. I don't know. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 7. I think there's 7 stalls, and each of them also has a little halter and lead rope thing. In here is the tack/feed room, which it's very nice, I will say. I really like how it turned out. You have a nice little carpet. And it's not like all carpet, you know, it's wood floors, so if you need to wash this carpet, especially with how dirty it will probably get, you can do that. There's like tack lockers, which you can actually put stuff in, which there's some stuff in here, you know, kinda, not really, but, you know, there's some stuff. Saddle racks and bridle racks with some saddles and all that. Blanket rack, another bridle rack, saddle pads, a lot of leg wraps, buckets, extra grooming box, the feed bins, a feed cart, like, you know, things to like muck out the stalls with, or just, you know, pick up some poop if your horse decides to, you know, just drop one in the yard. And then just some tree areas with some also alfalfa and timothy, some extra carrots, some storage, and then some bags of feed to like refill, buckets, and yeah, just really, really nice little, it's really cozy to me is what I would call it, cozy. So yeah, and then as you can see, we have a smaller stall here, but so all those stalls are the same size except for this one. So this is actually the same size as the tack and feed room, but it's a stall, and this is either just for a normal horse, or if you have like an injured horse, a horse that is pregnant, you know, a horse that maybe can't go outside or has limited outside time. Yeah, it's just really nice. It's very big, you know. I feel like it's always nice to have a bigger stall like this, at least one or two in a barn for those kind of things. And if you really needed to, you can also like grab a temporary divider and divide it if you need an extra spot for a horse. And then out here is actually, so I'll show you how the pasture setup is, but like especially if your horse is pregnant, injured, whatever, you can actually bring them out here. There's also an entrance on this side to get to this stall or whatever, this field. And if you can see it, actually all the fields are connected, which is something that I love. And I'll show you how the fields work as well. But yeah, this one's just empty because there's no horses that are in it. I believe I only have 2 horses right now, but we'll work on that. So this courtyard, I love the courtyard setups for some reason. I don't know, this is probably like one of my favorite smaller stables I've done. I like this green color too. It's really nice. But so when you're bringing out the horses, so let's say you're grabbing maybe 2 at a time, you can literally just kind of like open this up and let them out. Or if they're coming in, you know, a lot of people just kind of let them in, go to their stalls. I don't know, however you want it, but I like how the, you know, the pasture's right here, especially when they're coming in. Makes it so much easier. Yeah, we have a watering, water troughs, hay, a lot of pee and poop from the horses. And, you know, we just got some feeders. We got trees in each of them for shade, especially in the heat wave that's happening right now. Oh my gosh, it's crazy, guys. Like Europe and the US, the whole world is like just hot right now. Like, I don't know, but anyways, so the pasture setup. So these 2 pastures don't have, or paddocks. I'd count that as a pasture, maybe these 2 as paddocks. I don't really know, however you want to say it. I feel like smaller areas are paddocks and biggers are pastures, but that's just me, okay? I'm in a rambling mood. Anyways, so yeah, we have a smaller pasture here. So let's say like the horse is like pregnant and it just had a foal and you want them to have a little more room, or if this horse, you know, whatever horse is in here needs a little bit more room, or if a horse just, you know, needs a smaller pasture, which there never should be a need for a smaller pasture unless if it's like a thing. But like also, you know, you can swap out pastures. So let's say this one's getting a little muddy, you can open this and let them go in here and then shut this to give like, cause I've always thought that being able to like rotate pastures and having it so like one pasture or a part of a pasture can always like rejuvenate, so it's not just a muddy mess, is always really nice. But yeah, there's also feeders in this one, and then feeders, not feeders in this one or this one, because I think this is more like just an extra one, and then this is for them, and their feeders and all that would be inside. But yeah, just a really nice simple barn, honestly. I love it. So yeah, if we come back around out here, there's 2 round pens. I really like these round pens. I feel like they're cute, they're nice. I believe they're circles. Yeah, they're pretty perfect circles. I feel like I've gotten better at my circles. But yeah, just sand in here. And I usually like the taller round pens because it kind of lets them focus on in here and it kind of doesn't let them look out. And personally, I feel like it's also safer. And then also entrances on all 4 sides. Because maybe let's say also, there's also paths going behind them. There's kind of almost like a path going all the way around. So if you wanted to like trail ride all the way around, you could. But the reason I also like having like the doors on all 4 sides, like if you needed to back up a trailer, because you know, it'd be kind of hard to like go that. I don't even know what I'm rambling on about. Anyways, round pens. Yes. Here we have the dressage / flatwork arena, so you can either ride around it or like do a pattern. Okay, I know for a fact that this thing is not like up to standard dressage, but it just looks nice. As you can see, I didn't put any of the letters. Mind you, I'm an eventer, like IRL, and I was like, I'm not doing all that. Like, I know where the letters go, but I was like, it's a game. Anyways, as you can also see, the pasture fence is different from the arena fencing. I always feel like it's nice to differentiate. Here's the jumping arena. There's honestly just some simple jumps in here. These are just like, it's just some leaves, some wood, and then just some fences. Just a little like line here, and then also to practice your diagonals, or the, you know, if you have to go like this, or if you need to do the, you know, the jumps for like you jump diagonal like that. I don't know. I feel like it's a nice, very simple thing, but it's great to use. And then you can put whatever you want in here. Here we have the kind of storage. So, as you can see, there's wheelbarrows. So this is the wheelbarrow storage / other storage, and then in this one would be like the poopy and pee-pee. And we got hay, and then shavings would probably go in there. That's what I think. You know. Anyways, so now we have this area. So this is like a bunch more stables. Also, I don't know where my horses went. Like, I had horses, and then they just like disappeared. I thought I might have actually put them here, but nope. Anyways, so yeah, there's these are just like, you know, you got the stalls, same setup with like the feed, shavings, and buckets, same exact kind of stall design as well. Definitely didn't copy and paste it. And then here's their pastures, so you kind of just bring them in. I was gonna do runs, but I didn't. No, it's fine. Yeah, this is like just extra stables, or if you have a show going on, you can put the show horses here. But yeah, same exact stables on both sides. No like feeding or like anything areas. Probably should have added one, but I didn't. But yeah, just very basic stalls, but very, very effective. And here's our like cross-country training area. I love me a cross-country area. And I'll just kind of show you. So here's the water feature. I just love me a water feature. And this is like a really nice, it's very, you know, you can either, a lot of ways you can come about this. So you have this one where you kind of run and jump in, and then like you jump, and exit out here. This one is you jump here, then you kind of line yourself up, and then you jump in and jump out. A little more advanced, but we also have some basic jumps too. We got a ditch, we have like this little castle one, we have this line, we have the carrots. We have like, this is the one I was talking about where we kind of gotta like jump through these. Yeah, jump through that. We have this one, the triangle. And then you have just a basic kind of like doink, you know? A doink, that's what I'm calling it. And then this one's actually kind of fun because you have to like jump, and then once you land, you have to like reset yourself up for the water. Probably would fall in that quite a bit, but it's also shallow, more shallow water than usual. And you have this big like table picnic table jump, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just very basic jumps, but very effective. As you can see, like, you can also just kind of practice going in and out, which is nice. You know, a lot of options, I'd say. But yeah, that's honestly really the whole stable. I'm hoping I can figure out, because I know how to get like the horse textures and like that. The only thing I know how to do on Ko-Fi right now to import is like horse textures to the Swim Addendum mod. So this is gonna be like, I'm gonna have to figure out how to like get the file for the world and all that, but you know, shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, I really like the barn and it's really, really nice. Anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll be posting more. I've been like just, you know, taking a break, you could say. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.